So, No Jumper's hottest new host, the rookie of the year, is J Hood. It is this man, okay? But you might not know that his history is pretty insane, not just in the streets, but also on YouTube. So he started making YouTube videos several years ago from behind bars while serving time on a pretty serious case. And he's always been talking about gang politics from the perspective of somebody that's really lived it and been in the streets in LA. So he did 11 years for manslaughter before getting out this year and joining the podcast circuit and pretty much overnight becoming a fan favorite. But this is what he was up to. So for anyone saying, you know, he getting on podcasts, he talking too much, he was locked up in a cell speaking on politics, building a brand, letting people know his personality, what he'd been through, his story, and you got to respect it. So this, I believe, is his oldest video, right? This dropped on, I think, November the 27th, 2023. His oldest video on his own channel when he's got 25,000 subscribers. So he's low-key got more motion than a lot of people that have been around No Jumper in the past. No disrespect to anybody, but he has actually really got some motion, and I think his story is one of the most authentic on there. So let's have a little taste of his first ever video. This is the moment that J Hood burst onto the scene of, you know, the I guess the gang pundit world. All right, let's hear what you have to say.
Under one of my videos, somebody commented and asked, why do Crips kill each other? And the truth is, Crips kill everybody. Crips kill Bloods, Crips kill Mexicans. If you just look at hip hop and the rap industry, the Crips have killed every rapper that meant anything. They killed Tupac, they killed Biggie, they killed Nipsey Hussle. So when you say, why do the Crips kill each other? The Crips are just a violent gang and they kill everybody. But all Crips are not bad. Some Crips strive to do better things in life, like to help the community, like Nipsey Hussle, like Snoop Dogg. So when you hear somebody say they are a Crip, I don't want you to automatically assume that they're a violent individual. They're just a product of their environment.
So he definitely is a product of his environment, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure this is the oldest video that's publicly on his channel, but clearly he was doing videos. I guess he had videos before this one because he's saying people was commenting on those videos. But that was kind of like one of the oldest examples that I could find on his public channel that basically is him talking about the situation. He's got videos talking about, you know, the truth and the facts of the street life. You know, car breakdown stories, prison backdoor 101, the story of how I was shot 9 times. He really, the real life 50 Cent out here, okay? But he reps a crew, okay, called SVC. This is the Stevenson Village Crips, okay? This is a hood located in South LA. It's kind of part of Carson, which is near Compton. If you need a little bit of reference, okay, he all the way down here. Right, but don't be, I mean, I ain't even trying, like, I don't think it matters where you are. It gets serious absolutely everywhere. But this is the home of the Westside Stevenson Village Carson Crips. This is located in the Dominguez Hills Village, formerly and still commonly known as Stevenson Village. SVCC is a somewhat reputable Crip gang based on the northwest side of Carson that mainly beefs with the 190 ECBC and CVP. The SVCC locally has a reputation as the Bougie Crips due to the fact that Dominguez Village is a gated community that's home to one of the most thriving upper middle class black communities in the country, though the same logic could be applied to 190 ECBC, as Del Amo is also a historic upper middle class African American community in Carson. The SVCC also has a notable amount of Nigerian American youths due to the high concentration of West African families that live over there. SVCC also beef with ECC and the rest of the Block Crip and Neighborhood Crip cards. So this is their border. All right, this is the SS Victoria Park Locos 13. Not too much info on them right now. You got the West Side Victoria Park Carson Crips. Main click is 189th. All right, not too much information. This is the ES Centerview Pyrus, just kind of over the freeway exchange on Avalon there. It's like across Avalon on the Gardena Freeway. This is located in Carson, aka Barson. I don't know how J Hood will be feeling about calling it Barson. But the CVP is a small Pyru gang on the northeast side of Carson near Compton. They're known to beef with OSCC, LBCC, MBCC, SVCC, the VPCC, 190 ECBC, and most other West Side Compton Crip gangs. Okay, So we got so that's the Pyrus. This is the Lantana Block Compton Crips, a small but somewhat active Compton Crip gang on the west side of Compton with a long history of beefing with the MBCC. The LBCC wears a beige and tan rags to represent their name. Their only other real beef are with CVP, OSCC, and RSHCC, and several other Pyru gangs, okay? This is the Westside Nutty Block, Compton Crips. So there's a few really infamous Crip gangs from over here. You've got the 190 East Coast Block Crips, also known as the 190 Del Amo Block Crips. 190 ECBC is the most reputable Crip gang in Carson. Hood known for beefing heavily with the SVCC and the VPL S13s. They also feud with the VPCC, MBCC, SSCC, ADCC, GAP, WSP, CPP, SPP, SDP, AEPD, and all other Blood and Pyru gangs. It gets treacherous down here, okay? There's a lot going on, a lot of gangs, a lot of issues, a lot of sets. So J Hood is kind of, this is where he hails from, you know, the real trenches of Carson, close to Compton. Is very serious down there, okay? And fortunately, you know, he managed to get out of prison on the very serious charge that he had, which I'll break down to you in a little bit more detail in a moment. But this is his first video after getting out in February 2026. He came back with a bang, that's for sure.
Yo! You know, I'm here. We at Stevenson Park. I was just driving through. I see my childhood friend Bobby, right? I've been going a long time. And I just, you know, I ain't dropped no content since I've been out. And I've been really focused on trying to help the community. I got to get myself right. I've been home like, what, like 13 days. I did my little no-jumper interview.
I can't lie, bro. This guy definitely is a scary sight. Even the cameraman keeping some distance from him, okay? But as he said, he did a no-jumper interview, all right? This was something he did almost immediately after getting out. This was the interview. It was a blockbuster interview, okay? He became a fan favorite very, very quickly. He popped out on the show, and, you know what I'm saying, people was rocking with J Hood from the get-go, all right? There's feeling him, his personality, some of the interesting stories that he told during the interview. He would break down how he caught a case originally and how his PTSD from all of the previous kind of experiences getting shot actually played a role in what ended up happening and how he ended up getting locked up. So this is kind of a bit of backstory on that.
Yeah. And I'm at the mall. I'm with my sister. Situation take nowadays. I get shot up. I get shot 9 times. They tried this.
What was that situation? Can you describe like what happened?
It was a situation where I was trying to protect my sister. I was really, I'm known. People know who I am, and I was like a tripper, you know. So I like flex up. I just wasn't trying to shoot nobody because I grew up with some of these peoples, but it happened. I got shot, you know.
And you shot back all at the mall?
I didn't shoot nobody. Somebody whatever happened.
Okay.
You know, that's still an open case. Nobody ever been charged for that.
Oh, okay.
Nobody ever been charged for that, and I don't want nobody to be charged for that.
Something happened.
You feel me? I just was shot up, and, you know, all praise to the Most High. Thank you, Allah, for letting me bounce back from that. And it's crazy because me getting shot on that case helped me on my underlying case where somebody got murdered, somebody got unalived.
But so how old were you in that situation at the mall?
I was like 18, 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that was super up, but they never ended up charging you? Did they arrest you? Did you get brought in? Nothing?
No, I got shot.
Okay.
I was the one who got shot. I had to, and then I ended up coming back to jail. I was in Gardena. Like I said, I hang out with the shotguns on the daily.
J-Mack.
That situation, my people lived in Gardena.
Granny, nigga.
I was with some shotguns, some hoops, I was with everybody, you know. And then a situation take place, and then somebody get the bluffing, and
you had already been shot, so you weren't really trying to
get shot again.
You weren't trying to play defense. You were like, I'm gonna just get
I was playing defense.
Okay.
I did not wake up that morning and intend to kill nobody.
Right.
I did not, but I have mental health issues. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, and I knew, oh boy, I knew what he was going to do, and he lost his life.
And he's someone who was an enemy, or was he someone that you would have been cool with?
I was cool.
But the situation got out of control.
The situation is, he was cool, and I was cool with his people. Oh, yeah, ally, and you know it happens though. That's why the street shit get deep.
Yeah,
like you would kill your homie, you would kill an ally, but everything I love, I did not want to kill that dude.
Right.
I feel like he forced me to do it.
So look, he got PTSD, man. He'd been through situations where he'd been shot, and unfortunately he had to take somebody's life as a result of a situation that he felt he was put into. Now, he would basically explain that he spent 8 years in the county jail and 3 years in prison fighting murder charges, and he ended up getting a pretty sweet manslaughter plea deal, which ultimately dropped his potential sentence from 32 years down to 11 years and 8 months, which he just came home from.
So,
okay, so explain this though. Like, how are you in the county for 8 years and then you end up doing 3 years in prison? Like what happened that there was that transition, and then we can talk about how you beat it.
All right, so
credit's really
no. So I got so basically, all right. I fight my case. COVID hit. Once COVID hit, people got EDD. EDD made them people stop wanting to come to court. I guess they was like, we don't need the district attorney money no more. We got EDD. So that people stopped wanting to come to court. I started trying to press for speedy trial. I ended up getting this new lawyer, Philippa, and George Gascon come in the office. George Gascon comes in the office, and right before George Gascon come in the office, just because I got a plea, just because I got a hung jury, they give me a plea agreement, which was 32 years, 11 years for manslaughter, but I have a strike, a juvenile strike. That's from when I was 16. Hell yeah, they bring it up. Strike if you do something if you're over the age of 15 years and 363 days. You can be charged as an adult if you're over, but if you're under than that, they cannot give you an adult strike. I was 16 in 2 months, had a juvenile strike. So they used that strike to double me up. So it was 11 years plus my strike double up to 22. They cannot double up enhancements. If anybody tell you they can double up enhancements, they're not paying attention to sentencing law. Mm-hmm. And the sentencing law, they cannot double up enhancements. But they can add an enhancement, which was a 10-year gang enhancement or a 10-year gun enhancement. They charged me with both, but they can only give you one enhancement. So it was 11 years doubled up to 22 plus a 10-year gang enhancement, which was 32 years. I said, you and fuck you too.
It's a lawyer on it, man.
George Gascon come in the office. They strike my strike. So now they strike my strike and strike my enhancement. So now that same deal is now 11 years. The max on manslaughter with no enhancement, 11 years. Then 1/3 the midterm for ex-con with a firearm, 11 years, 8 months.
Damn.
So I'm like, hell yeah, I take that right now. I was supposed to go home from court. But because of the victim's family under Marcy's law, if I'm not mistaken, the victim family was like, man, that's not enough time. So they played with my credits. So I had to go state. So that's why I had to go state for like a couple more years. The next 3 years I had to,
And then how do you end up finally getting it overturned? Or beating it?
I never got it overturned.
Oh, okay.
I got a date. I took a date. I took a deal. I took a deal for 11 years, 8 months. I took a deal.
Shout out Philippa again.
Shout out Philippa. Thank you. I love you. You gave me opportunity. You gave me opportunity to be a free man and to be a father.
That lady cold, homie.
Changed my life. She got you too,
No, she helping my nephew with his case right now.
Oh yeah.
Burr.
Well, keep doing your thing, Philippa. Yeah. Bro, she was again.
You know what? What she did was
on your ad charges.
She was on all my ad charges. She got all those dismissed. So what I did was I just took my time for the
Yeah.
So in your head, do you feel lucky, or do you feel like you got for having to spend that much time when it was really a self-defense type situation, or do you feel lucky that you could have been doing 30 plus years and you really only did 11?
I could have had life.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
I could have had death.
If you didn't have a mind and a support and
man, I don't.
So you're saying he could have done life in jail, could have had death. It was a very serious situation. So shout out to his lawyer for getting that straightened out. Now, after this amazing appearance on this No Jumper interview, after getting out with such a crazy backstory, Adam22 decided to take J Hood under his wing and make him a part of No Jumper's more permanent roster. But things got off to a wild start because J Hood, he might have been a little bit too institutionalized, might have been a bit too street, because he immediately got in a fight with another No Jumper host, Spotty Face from the Rolling 40s, all right, the Rolling 40 Crips, the close homie of 4 Extras. Okay, Spotty Face is a cool guy, all right, has unfortunately got put in this situation. But basically, because J Hood looks up to Wack 100, shout out to Wack 100, right? I'm part of the Wack pack, all of that good stuff. Okay, he's like family with J Hood. He's really looked out for him when he was growing up, when he was a young man, when he was like really, really young, right? He was good friends with J Hood's father, and basically Wack 100 and Spotty have beef, and I don't think Spotty realized, but J Hood was basically frontlining anybody saying anything bad about Wack. He was not standing for it. So it immediately got physical when I guess Spotty Face didn't get the memo, and he disrespected Wack in front of everybody. And then basically J Hood said, right, we can squabble right now. We can go outside and squabble because Wack is like my real life unk.
He said that his dad is like a Wack disciple.
Wack my uncle.
And we got 2 Wack lovers on here and a Lush.
I love Wack. I love Wack.
Your
And
pops a Wack lover?
Yep, we all Wack lovers. That's my uncle.
Yeah,
That's family. That's family. Dead homies. I'm team Wack. Dead homies. Whatever issue with Wack, got an issue with me. Dead homies.
Issue with Cuz. I don't fuck with Cuz at all.
Yeah, but y'all.
So rumor has it, all right, Munchie probably knew a little bit more about J Hood's background than Spotty, because Spotty kind of put his foot in it a little bit. Munchie kind of said, yeah, well, I'm not cool with Wack, just kept it pushing, kept it quiet. But Spotty kind of pressed the issue and took things a little bit too far.
Y'all got like studio beef. Y'all ain't got no real beef, bro. That ain't real. In the streets, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other.
Ooh. Tell him that.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other, bro, because I'm here. Dead homies, like I'm rocking with Wack. Dead homies. Okay, that's my family. Like I can see, that's like you meet this nigga from 40s, cuz. This deeper than rap, nigga. This family. Yeah, homie.
Well, nigga said what he said, bro. I
don't know what he said. I don't even be following that internet shit. I just know that's my family.
No, I'm talking about I said what I said.
What you say?
Spotty hates Wack so much they be putting fake news on.
What you say?
I definitely don't put nothing fake about
You call him gay.
You can't call one nigga gay and not call everybody gay. You can't call one nigga gay and not call everybody gay.
What that be?
Man, you know what's going on. You can't call one nigga gay if you're not talking about the gay niggas in your community, bro.
Who gay in your nigga community?
You know what's going on, fool.
I really don't.
I don't.
You know
I'm not about to go back and forth on that.
I'm not going to back.
Now, look, rumor has it, all right, there's been false... I don't know how to say. I don't want to disrespect anyone specifically. All I'm going to say is there's been false rumors of people on all sides of this No Jumper universe fixing transmissions. You know what I'm saying? Apparently there's some good mechanics from all the hoods in LA. All right, all the hoods in LA have got some good mechanics, and there appears to be some false rumors being spread on all fronts. I don't believe any of it. I think it's all nonsense. But it seems to be the trendy thing now to say that people work on transmissions, and as far as I'm aware, all right, there's been fake there's been allegations slung left, right, and center. Okay, so J Hood's basically saying, hey, you putting rumors on Wack, you better talk about the rumors that have been flung at your own side. All right. So this became a whole thing. I don't believe any of the rumors. I feel like this is just the trendy thing nowadays for people to become mechanics and say that this person, that person, all this stuff. It don't matter. All right. Who even cares? I don't believe it's true. But obviously that's what's going around. And J Hood said, well, if you're going to put that on Wack, then you got to talk about the fake rumors that have been put on your homies.
Either.
Yeah, me neither.
Dead home, what that supposed to mean?
Oh, like you seem like you got an agenda. Like what?
We can squabble.
You said what?
We can squabble.
Nah, that's easy
come
call,
on.
bro.
Let's just pod, man.
We go around the corner.
Call, bro.
Or we go around the corner. We man.
That's easy call.
All right, and then let's talk about.
Let's not talking about.
All right, I'm not talking about it, bro. We can squabble after the bro. It's cool.
This escalated quickly.
No, it ain't escalating. This regular program, fool. We ain't.
That's nigga. That's PC.
No, that ain't. That's what nigga. How me calling you for a fake PC?
Nah, we could have did that on there. You online doing all that.
I'm not online, bro. This is a conversation that brung up.
Nah, it seemed you should have.
Bro, come on, call me a PC game. Squabble right now, bro. Come on, let's go.
Wait, bro, this is.
Oh, wait. What the fuck? Yo.
Yeah, that shit.
Yo.
They're gonna
They about to go.
I mean, maybe it's like somebody should go watch so they could kind of tell us what happens.
It ain't no breaking it up.
People think it's a play. That's
They might think that shit.
Hey, y'all scream. Make sure y'all screen record this shit.
So wrong for this,
bro. What?
What the hell did I do?
Hey, you can't really put that on Adam. Not this one.
I think I brought up Wack. I called Spotty Face a Wack hater.
You did?
Yeah, and I mean that J Hood his pops is like really really tight with Wack to the point where J Hood won't go for nothing about Wack at all.
Yeah,
but.
that's what I was saying, bro. He wanted me to do that. I didn't want to. Remember, he damn near wanted me to do that.
Man, I told you you shouldn't even just bring him up because I already know how to do it.
Man,
you know what I mean?
God, yeah.
I tried to,
See, Munchie said, look, you shouldn't have even brought it up because I know how he gets down. All right, shout out to Munchie. But he's saying, bro, I know how this goes. I said, all right, cool. I don't rock with Wack. I keep it moving. All right. So Spotty got kind of thrown into the fire on that one a little bit. Or he threw himself into the fire. I don't know. I rock with Spotty, but like that definitely escalated. They would eventually come back, and rumor has it they did have a squabble. And ironically, not long after this, we did see Spotty officially depart from No Jumper.
They went down the street.
Damn.
Oh my god! I almost would have rather they did it in the back lot because.
You said who?
What if
I think because he went outside to see them, so he wanted to be alone.
Oh wait, really?
I don't know.
You think they walked away from Lush?
Yeah.
They don't want to witness.
What the?
I hope Spotty remembers to take his glasses off. Damn, I wish I could have gave him my medical
They
glasses.
walking down the street and all that. He took them off.
I just would be worried, like, man, the cops around here are not used to seeing two black dudes, some big ass black dudes fighting on the side of the road. Like, what?
They could get away with it, depending on what they could.
I'm astonished. I've never.
I mean, it's regular.
This has never happened, huh? Not something like this. Not like this.
I mean, when you employing real,
members.
Yeah,
members
for sure.
I mean, I don't think anybody could ever say that wasn't mutual combat. Look, here's Lush. Get back over here. Tell us what happened. Big shit-eating grin on his face.
These guys, dude.
What was that like? What happened from your perspective? God damn.
All right, so they hit Jay Reed and busted a left, you feel me, into the far.
Oh, okay.
The yuts over there. Got in each other's faces and were like arguing about stuff. J Hood was basically saying like, don't disrespect my family like that. He's like, what do you mean? Like, that's not even your family like that. Da, da, da. He brought up I don't want to repeat the name or whatever, like, but he said like,
what, the gay shit?
Huh?
The gay shit?
Yeah.
I know where he was getting at.
You want to say the name?
No, I ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah. And then they were like going back and forth about that, and they seen that me and Stevie Weebs were taking a gander, so they said, "Hey, this crip business." So then,
but
you should respect that and let them do the thing.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
That's how come I came.
But then they actually walked down the street.
No, yeah, they did. They're down the street right now. They're like literally down the street, fool. Like they're down
this way or this way.
They're down the street. You feel me? Like they're down the street.
They're literally down the street. So they would return from the squabble. All right. This would go crazy viral on Reddit. Everybody would have an opinion about this. It was crazy.
What happened to your glasses?
I got them. What's going on?
Where your
man?
glasses at?
In my pocket. What's going on, man?
What happened out there?
Nothing happened. We ain't got to talk about what happened.
It's a little keyway meeting.
Yep, mutual respect. Respect just got to be established. You know, this good people. Regular.
I guess since we're not gonna talk about the elephant in the room, we'll talk about the donkey in the room.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So this was crazy, right? People saying, I wonder if we'll ever see this on video or if it'll be another J-Mack AD situation. All right, they're saying, not going to lie. Adam asking where his glasses went. Spotty should have socked Kerr for not minding his business. So this is why you can't let busters get comfortable around you by any means. They'll do shit like this. All right. They're saying Adam was slick dissing. He knows that he got his ass whooped. All right. Not minding his business. This is his podcast, his building. They his employees. Shut your goofy ass up. All right. So they saying that, J Hood had a knot on his head. There was rumors that Spotty's glasses got broken. People saying, I'm not jacking that Spotty Face got whooped. No blood, barely any marks on his face. Free Ant, let's see J Hood get extra out with somebody more known for squabbling because he for sure not the end all and be all right? Got a little something going on under the desk right now. Got a little foot massage going on. Anyway, so this would kind of continue. Okay, Wack 100 would later apparently explain on another show what the fight was all about, and he would throw some subliminals at Spotty Face.
You got to remember, I told you last Thursday.
You said what?
I said it on the show. I said, bro, all that crazy Wack slander, that shit gonna come to a halt with J Hood in that. Nephew love me to death. And he ain't tripping. He's just gonna say, hey, bro, you can feel the way you feel. You just can't do all that in front of me. And me and you both know, Adam, because even though you don't say nothing to me, because I know how you are, I know when it becomes a bit much, I know you be like, hey, bro, it's too much.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want him calling in to defend himself. Keep doing that shit, I'm gonna let him call in. Right? So it's kind of like you go out your way. So, you know, if something comes up in the topics and the headlines, it's cool. But I kind of knew that everybody was cowards up in there. You know what I'm saying? The only one that really had a little heart, right, probably would have been Ant Jefe.
Yeah, a lot of heart.
I know that, you know, much he ain't that. He wasn't that when he had his vision. Spotty Face been DP'd twice in the last 4 months. He won't even fight back during the DPs.
You did say that. I don't know.
Bro, this is real shit. I talked to his homies, right? And that day he didn't fight back.
You're the topic of conversation. All of a sudden, I say that Spotty Face needs to, you know, acknowledge that you are not, like that. There's no evidence suggesting that you're gay or whatever. And then he doesn't want to say it. And then J Hood kind of like acknowledges that he has an issue with this. J Hood says we can squabble.
No, he says you want to call one person gay and not as the gay people in your community.
Yes.
And we knew where he was going.
But what is that about? Because who's gay from 40s?
Listen,
I have no idea.
You interviewed somebody.
S-Bone. You're saying S-Bone?
No.
Oh, okay.
But S-Bone had made mention of a certain individual.
But he didn't say a name, did he?
Hell yeah, he did.
During the interview.
I don't know if he said during your interview, but he said S-Bone made mention of a name. This is a dude I respect. Listen, I respect the dude, and a lot of them got a lot of love for the dude. But S-Bone had made a lot of shit known.
Okay.
Because he from over there, right? So, and then, you know, people doing time, people know what they know. But what it did was Spotty Face. Now his homies is looking at him like, because you up there popping false allegations on the man, you have now left a door open for these things to be said about one of our generals. And since you left that door open, you got to handle it. Because he went there on him. It was no I'm going to be real. The way J Hood went at him, he knew exactly what he was talking about.
Okay.
If you go back to your content, I'm guarantee it's in there.
Okay. I was in the dark about what they were talking about with the idea that there would be somebody gay from Spotty's Hood or whatever. So I didn't know what that was about. But then so then J Hood says, well, we could squabble. And Spotty Face says, that's a PC move. Boom. That just set it off even worse.
That set it off even because, so I said, well, what happened? He said, we got out there, he went to the car, I wasn't tripping. We turned the
So this is Wack now explaining allegedly what happened during the squabble.
corner, I get off on him. His glasses fall or break. I see y'all squabble. He said he never swung back one time. He took 2 steps back and did some other shit that I'm not going to talk about. But then he still didn't do some other shit after taking the 2 steps back and starts to cop a plea. You tripping on me behind Wack? Wack said this about my mother. Wack, and listen, he's right. And I hate when people do that, right? Wack took 2-3 months of verbal disrespect. And when I get to a point that I feel like we can't make it right, you get what I'm saying? When I get to that point, I'm going to automatically say some shit that we can never come back from. I've never done it to Moose.
So look, Wack is basically saying exactly what went down, and he's saying, look, J Hood was willing to take it there. That's his real nephew, right? Not real blood nephew, but damn near might as well be. And that wasn't the only argument that J Hood got into on that spectacular No Jumper appearance, okay? There was another political gang politics situation. He got into a little verbal back and forth with Ant Jefe, the 8-Tray legend, who is currently facing murder charges, who actually called in from jail.
Hey, yeah, J Hood, man, you up there trying to be messy, bro?
Oh. Being messy with what?
Being messy with my name, bro, like speaking on my name like you know what's going on with me.
I ain't never said nothing about you, fool. I'm the only nigga who ain't never said nothing about you, but we ain't. You got my number, fool.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I'm gonna tap in, bro. But like all the internet, like, bro.
I'm the only who ain't covered your case, nigga. I'm the only who ain't said nothing about your case.
Yeah, cause motherfuckers Oh yeah, don't niggas don't.
I'm the only one. What you talking to the homegirl J-Mack? You talking to your little comrade J-Mack?
Motherfuckers trying to report what that scaled Komodo dragon snake skin motherfucker Wack talking about. He don't even know.
This call is being recorded.
Oh, this a wag bad shit. Hey, Cuz, you got my number, fool. Hey, you got my number, fool. I ain't gonna do all that. You got my number, fool.
Do all what?
I ain't gonna do all that. You talking like you trying to ask me questions when you can just get at me directly. I ain't gonna do that off of the chat. You really know me, fool. I already know you. I know your family. You know my peoples. I'm not finna argue with you over something that I have not done, fool. That's not what I'm finna do. You know that's not my program. You know me, fool.
Yeah, I'm hearing different though, my niggas.
But you're hearing different, and I clarified it already. But I ain't explained myself though. I clarified it already though, fool. It's not true. And that's I'm ending it there. I'm ending it there respectfully. But like I said, nigga, I said I'm ending it there respectfully.
All right, bro. I don't know what's going on with you, man. They telling me, man, you out there, man, doing some detective work, man. But like I said, look, listen.
Oh, West Side Herb on the dead homies.
Look, a motherfucker react to what they want to react to, bro.
But what I'm saying is, I didn't even do that.
Listen,
So for you to say that I said something about your case, nigga,
me, bro,
on the dead homies, nigga.
Before, but you gonna let me talk or what, my nigga?
Cause you just jumped on here and tried to like fake press me, cuz like you could have called me for that.
Is it? Bro, if we gonna do that, bro, we can just blow the panel up, bro. Like on the center, you want me to call you? How you want to do it, bro? Because I moved on from you and start talking to another. You coming back, fake pressure up.
I'm not fake pressure up again. And you know this me in real life, fool. This me in real life.
Come on, bro. Like I don't know about that, bro. Like I don't know. Like it's like you coming back and you trying to like, bro, like miss me with that. Like bro, I'm talking to a whole other nigga. You jumping back out there like saying some shit. You told me to call you and we gonna holler, nigga. And I skip from you. So what is you coming back trying to like get high power for?
I'm not trying to get high power. This me, dead homies. This me. But like I said, just call me. You know what? Just call me. Just call me, fool. Just call me.
Like I was saying, though, a nigga react to what they want to react to. I know how the internet go. Niggas better stop pushing false narratives on my name, though. I know that. On this set, I know that.
Yo, Ant, real talk, though, I ain't heard J Hood really even speak on your situation at all, so... I think you might have got some bad info on that because I don't think J Hood said nothing even slightly investigative about your situation, you know?
I didn't even cover it at all. I said, you know what? That's A-Trey gangster business.
Yeah.
He did. He said that a bunch of times today, yeah.
Come on, I'm on federal probation. I'm going to get out and come out, nigga. I'm going to do a year. Like, you don't know what the you talking about, bro. You say that, my nigga. Like, stop speaking on you don't know what you talking about, bro.
Nigga, I thought you was on federal probation. Nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with your case. That's your circumstances.
That's what I'm saying, cuz. You speaking on shit that you don't know what you talking about.
Oh, so me saying that you was on federal, I thought you just got out the feds. Nigga, so what, cuz? So what, cuz? Call me, cuz, dead on me. Stop. Nigga, so what, bro? Yep, I said you on federal probation, and right after that I said free and hell. I said I think he on federal probation, so he might have to go do a year, but he gonna get out. Nigga, I've been rooting for you the whole time, but I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. I don't care, nigga. Cause you done reported on me plenty of times of what the you think, nigga. You done reported on me about what you think. You done reported on me about what you think.
What's some more facts, nigga? On the set, nigga, I've been on the phone with you about, nigga. That come on, man, look, bro, kiss me, look, bro, I'll be out, cuz. I miss you with all the fake tough shit over the internet, cuz.
Nigga, I ain't fake tough, bro. All I said, you can call me, but you getting pressured up because I said, because if you getting pressured up, you got fake animosity. Oh, yeah, you got fake animosity, gang.
You can go back and forth, cuz. Stick to what you saying, cuz. You niggas problem, cuz.
Who nigga? What nigga problem, nigga?
You silent. You niggas be doing weird, cuz.
Who doing weird shit?
Nigga, you just said you don't want to argue. Call you. You want this motherfucker arguing and woofing, cuz. What are you talking about?
Nigga, you called the panel.
Nigga, this niggas is right, man.
You called the panel, fool.
Nigga off the phone, man. I'm mad, dog.
You called the panel.
Spotty, what's up, cuz?
Man, what's the deal, Brody? Free you.
So look, he's just standing on business left, right, and centre. You can't play with him, man. This is him in real life. So that's not the only beef that J Hood has gotten himself into, okay? He recently got himself into another squabble, all right? And this time it was in the streets against another, apparently, outstanding member called J-Mack or JM, all right? The fight video has been going around, squabble video, so I'm probably going to have to blur this, all right? There's probably going to be blurs coming up. I'm gonna react to this. I'm going to break it down for you guys, okay? It is pretty crazy, all the squabbles and all the beefs and everything that have been going on. So yeah, let's have a look. And they're saying that J Hood emerged victorious from these squabbles, man.
Nigga. Who leaked the tape? I got the tape. Nigga. J Hood and JF. From the other tape, I thought it was some other shit. But, y'all be the judge. What's going on? What the fuck is going on? Who leaked the tape? Somebody leaked the tape.
So he's squaring up with somebody else after that first fight, all right? He jumping back in, squabble's reignited, all right? It's just, it's craziness, okay? It's craziness. So he seemed to emerge pretty victorious from that, all right? And, you know, this is kind of the reaction over on Reddit to his recent squabble, all right? This is J-Hood fighting in his set today. They said this, the first video on part 2 is even more crazy. We shall see. People saying, man, I was just watching Ant Jefe's video speaking on this, and I open up Reddit to see if they posted it, and it's the first thing I see. Ant Jefe, hey, Ant Jefe got a lot to say about J-Hood squabble now. All of a sudden, you don't want other people to speak on his situation. People saying this got to be a skit. They're not even really swinging. Look how dude grabbed him hella slow. Said J-Hood doing all the grabbing. He got no hands. All that tough talk this fool always doing, and that's the squabble he got. They're saying this wasn't a fight. He ain't go 50-0 and swing windmills. People saying he ain't got hands, but I didn't see him get messed up in any way. People saying these dudes, both of these dudes can't fight. Bro went for double hands on the hips on the takedown. All right, maybe some MMA lessons are needed. I can't squabble, so I can't talk. They're saying J-Hood fight like J-Mack. They're saying Spotty would have done some bad-ish to Wack's nephew, LMAO. J-Hood smart for not swinging on Spotty that day, because what the F? The dude might... I mean, they said, what type of swing is this? They're saying that 50-0 record is all hype. I don't know, though. I don't know. They're saying J-Hood's all submissions. They're saying maybe he grappling, all right? So Ant Jefe, in spite of being very upset that J-Hood even dared to speculate on him being on probation, he would give a full breakdown of the fight over a jail phone on his YouTube channel, and he would mention that apparently J-Hood's opponent was at a disadvantage because he had a bullet lodged in his head, and implied that even challenging him to a fight is risky for both people.
Yeah, man, but I do have that video, and I was going to post it on my channel, but there wasn't no need for me to post it on my channel, only for dudes, you know what I'm saying, to play these authority games they've been playing. Somebody probably would have reported it. I would have got struck or something like that, so I decided not to post it, but I'm pretty sure, you know, sometime later on in the day that this fight is going to be on Instagram. Like I said, they only caption and show 4 seconds of it, and everybody was going crazy, like, oh, you know, J-Hood this, J-Hood that. Now, from what I heard and hearing, and from what I was told that was seen, J-Mack really didn't lose the fight, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm being told, but like I said, you gotta watch it for yourself and judge for yourself, you know? It pretty much was what it was. You know, the fight started off with both them squaring up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, them going in a circle and squaring up, and then, you know, they both threw a few punches, you know what I'm saying? From the angle and crowd, you can't really see what was landing, but, you know, as reported, you know what I'm saying, from J-Mack, you know, he was happy about being on his feet in the first round, you know what I'm saying? He said he landed a 3-piece, you know what I'm saying, which, you know, made Robbie, you know what I'm saying, or J-Hood mad to where, you know, he tried to grab him, you know what I'm saying? He too quick and try to grab him. You know what I'm saying? They tangle up for a minute. J-Mack try to pull out of the grab and go down to one knee, get up out of it, come back up. They fight a little more before Robbie, you know what I'm saying, and or J-Hood gets him in that bear hug, you know what I'm saying, right up under his arms, you know what I'm saying, and lifts you up and slam him. Lifts you up and slam him, get on top of him, go for the little ground and pound before people break it up. Now, on top of that, man, J-Hood, you know, turned beast mode and went Incredible Hulk on the whole crowd, you know what I'm saying? There was other people out there, you know what I'm saying, and beforehand, even before J-Mack got in with J-Hood, J-Mack had another fight with another one of his homies. So as he pulled up, you know, he got in with another guy who was trying to ride J-Hood, and you know what I'm saying, he got in with J-Hood. J-Hood, you know what I'm saying, turned on everybody out there. J-Hood slapped his nephew, J5. J-Hood, got on some other people, and they basically was like, J-Hood called the whole crowd out. Called everybody out. Was like, you know what I'm saying, who want to get in, who want to take J-Mack fame? J-Mack is a person that has a bullet in his head, and that's the thing I hate about these situations, and when people be trying to fight J-Mack, knowing that this man has a bullet lodged in his head right behind his ear that's popping out that you can see. And people gonna be mindful that if they hit this dude or if this dude hits the ground the wrong way or anything, that man, it can be ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why people even be putting themselves in these predicaments where they fight him, and even J-Mack too, because I'm not gonna say that, you know, little bro is fully, you know what I'm saying, innocent in these situations. You know, I know bro got him off too, and he gonna just stand on his business as a man, you know, but he was very happy, you know, with the situation being that he got it out the way, or whatever the case may be. And
So basically, after that, J Hood would hop on Instagram. He would say Young Ant's video is 100% inaccurate. He would call him out for lying, say it was cap. But he would say J-Mack has officially been put off the set. He not from SVC no more. Okay, and that is the latest. So look, J Hood, man, he's got No Jumper turn. He's turned No Jumper upside down. All right. I'm not going to lie. I think he's a very interesting personality. Look, the reason why people are rocking with him is because he's hopping on that show and he's really actually doing that gangbanging street standard on business. The way that he dealt with Ant Jefe on that phone call, I'm not going to lie to you, that was gangster. He said, bro, you know me in real life. I'm standing on everything, bro. You could have called me. Why are we doing all this? The way he dealt with Spotty, he said, no disrespecting Wack. We can squabble right now. He wasn't scared. He went outside. We don't know exactly what happened, but he is a gangster, standing on business. He's not taking shit from nobody. He don't care if the camera's on, the chat's on. Don't give a shit about none of that. He's standing on business, all right? I'm not going to lie. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining. It's very exciting. I'll keep it real. It's very exciting as a little nerd like me who does not stand on business. All right, I'll lay down on business. Anytime there's business, I'll lay down like I'm getting in my bed, getting ready to get 8 hours of straight rest. All right. He's standing on business. He's showing me how it's done. All right. The amount of rappers and just idiots that have pressed me over the years. Do this, do that. I need this. I need that. Oh yeah. I'm a bitch. All right. I might need to start talking. I might need to start moving like J Hood. Like, bro, hell no, bro. Bro, you know me, bro. I ain't doing you no more favors, bro. I'll keep it real with you, bro. I ain't doing no more. This is just me talking now. This is just me popping my shit, bro. I'm done doing favors. The amount of people I've done favors for over the last few years, ain't no one done shit for me, bro. We favors over with, bro. I might got 1-2 little favors for some people I really love left in me, but, bro, miss me with all that, man. Miss me with all that. I'm gonna start moving like J Hood, bro. No more favors. And if you got a problem with it, bro, we can squabble. Fuck it, right? I don't give a shit. So anyway, I rock with J Hood, man. I'm rating what he's doing. He's very, very cool individual, and the way that he's got the podcast game turned up. I ain't seen no one pop out with this kind of motion in a minute, man. So salute to him. Very excited to see where he takes his podcasting career. But now I'm out. That's the end of the video. Peace.